Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
Today, we're doing another spoiler review of the first 6 episodes for the Animaniacs. Yes, they're finally back. Warner Brother deranged animals are back. They've been set free. Before we get into that review, if you like what we're doing here on the channel with these reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, share the channel with your family and friends, and turn on those notifications. And for those that don't know, Animaniacs has been on, 20-something year hiatus, basically, and has now been back by Hulu. And full original cast, all the voice actors, all back. Steven Spielberg still
I'm not gonna say
at the
all
helm
back,
of it,
but
no, for the most part. And Steph, your reaction to it?
nostalgia all over again, man.
This has been a nostalgic week. I'll tell you that.
HD, like it's Animaniacs in HD and with updated animation. It's great. I enjoy it. I'm really enjoying it. Can't wait to watch the next 6 episodes. I'm sorry, next 7 episodes because it's 13 all. I believe if you haven't seen the opening clip, they have signed on with Hulu for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So hopefully, during the 2 seasons, we'll get to see more of the cast, the characters coming back. We did get to see him make a cameo in one of the episodes, but I would love to have the whole Animaniacs cast come back.
Who knows? Maybe they might add more on as we go along.
Hopefully, because I miss the whole the pigeons and the squirrel and the aunt. I love that. So hopefully we'll get that. But the Animaniacs with them and Pinky and the Brain, so many nostalgic moments, and I'm so enjoying this.
We're back in the 90s, finally. Yeah, definitely, it was phenomenal. I love the opening credits for the first episode, using the Jurassic Park theme to basically have them come back. It was hilarious. And they actually had the cast from Jurassic Park from the first one, which made it even more hilarious. But I love how they tried to keep it the same as the originals, but make everything updated to fit 2020's time frame.
Yes.
It was a phenomenal job. Great writers, honestly. Now, if you have never seen the original Animaniacs, which I don't know how, unless you're really young, I don't know how you have never seen at least one episode of the Animaniacs. Used to be our Saturday morning cartoon rituals. But it is what it is. So, Steph, your favorite, least favorites?
I don't have a least favorite, so I'm just straight up give you 2 my favorites. The fact that they make fun of themselves about not knowing, about it being written in 2018.
Yeah.
But it going to be in the air in 2020 or whatever, being in the air the time frame. Talking about how they don't know if President Trump or ex-President Trump is going to be the president or whatever. That was pretty funny.
And I wonder if certain parts of that was true and certain parts of that was false. Like that, maybe certain parts, as they went on, they did still right.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That was one of my favorite parts. And then also in the same episode, them telling about how people sell out and about how they sold out, but they don't care because they know they sell out. And then you see the Hulu logo back in the background with them holding the big Hulu check with all the cash and the stuff. That was hilarious, man. It's so many funny moments. And then you got your classic Pinky and the Brain episode segments, man, and they're also hilarious. They have just done a stellar job, and I hope, again, as we continue, because again we only watched the first 6 episodes, that they're going to start showing more of the the entire cast from the Animaniacs. So hopefully season 2 will bring that out as well, because man, just watching this is definitely bringing up Saturday morning cartoons with a bowl of cereal vibes all the way around.
Definitely. I mean, to me, this is I would have to have it pictured as the SNL of cartoons, if you ask me.
Agreed.
Because it's making jokes, making comedy, but it's of the current events and current world situations for the most part. So they've even thrown in the gun violence situations and the whole issues with the whole country with gun violence. But instead of it being guns, they called it buns and having bunnies, which is hilarious. And the funniest part to me for that episode was when they called Australia, saying that they know how to resolve, because Australia did have had I believe a shooting incident, or mass shooting incident, I should say, since '96 when they had their last one and banned a lot of these weapons. And
that was actually very, very clever, yo.
Yeah, the way they went about this whole thing was clever. And at the very end, when I think it was Wacko, or I forget which one, Hungry one, didn't understand what they were referring to, and they was like, "We'll tell you when you're older." I was dying because he kept dropping hints of other stuff, and they like, "No, it rhymes with buns, but you're not getting it." Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's hilarious," but I definitely love the Trump moments because that was hilarious. They did a few times, even with the Olympic guys having him be the thing on the island in a way.
Oh my God, when he had this. But what was funny was about it when Trump was saying, or the Trump monster was saying that he had two eyes, when he was basically lying that he only had one eye. Like, that stuff was absolutely hilarious, man. It was hilarious.
Definitely. For people that might not pay attention to current events or current things in the world, some of these jokes for the show might go over your head a little bit, but everything related back to the last 4 years going on. Even the presidential debates, when they was checking in, we're going to check in Idaho. What was this guy?
Bruh. Or, here you go, about how, basically, about the phone. You get all your information off the phone, off the internet. And how he ate the phone, drank some water, and he knew everything that happened in the past 20 years.
It was hilarious.
So yeah, man, they're killing it, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of these, as well as to see the second season when it drops.
Oh, definitely. I really can't wait to see what they do about the post-election on the second season. Who knows?
Maybe next season too, they're gonna be wearing masks.
That'll be hilarious. I mean, I wouldn't even put it past them if references from other shows and pop culture pops up in there. I mean, they did mention about the knockoff Elmer Fudd.
Yes.
Hilarious.
They also mentioned Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
On Pinky and the Brain segment.
That was hilarious. There's a lot of good references in this. You guys got to check it out. So, would you recommend it?
1000%, man. I loved Animaniacs when I was younger. Still love it to this day. I actually, before this was announced that it was coming back, I was watching some of the older episodes. But of course, I'm going to definitely recommend this. I need them to get, and again, we only watched 6 episodes, so I need the nurse. I need a hello nurse. So I have to watch the rest of the episodes, and I need a hello nurse. I just need it.
So, you know, they could flip the role and be a male nurse now.
I mean, they could.
Because, you know, they switched the dynamics to match with the times, having a woman being in charge of the Warner company and all that. Surprisingly, same security guard still sticking around.
But his shirt is tighter now.
Yeah.
His shirt is tighter.
Oh. It's definitely hilarious. You guys got to check this out. For those that have kids that have never seen Animaniacs, let them watch it. I've started letting my kids watch it. They like it. It's hilarious. I think this is definitely the great time for this to have been released.
Yeah, and especially with the lockdown going down again, man. This is definitely needed. Need some laughs.
This is a true comic relief in the form of SNL, but for kids as well. It's great because it's relatable for kids to understand what's going on for certain things without it being too deep and too involved for them to not take it in and also enjoy what's being said. I will say this though, I didn't see them in a way. I'm kind of glad they haven't. Who knows, they might. Racial issues.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Maybe, I don't know.
They might, because it's a lot of big things that have happened this year, in the past few years too. But definitely check those out. I'm gonna definitely tell you guys to watch the Bun episode, because that is hilarious and pure genius.
It was.
And let us know what you guys thought about it in the comments below. And until next time, we'll try to take over the world again.